Hello, my name is George Huang, proud husband of Dr. Diana Huang. I am so grateful you're watching this. I'm here at Heatwave Arena, my home away from home. Andrew is behind the camera. He's one of the owners, an unbelievable friend. He's helping me to tell Diana's story. You've probably heard the tales and legendary numbers of Diana's wildlife fosters throughout the years, and you probably knew she was a veterinarian. However, Diana wore many hats throughout her lifetime. I'd like to share some of those with you. To illustrate, these were her current, not previous, professional roles. That being said, let's get on with the story. Diana was a roller hockey defense person and actually scored a game-winning playoff goal. She actually got into roller hockey before me at the old Rusterville location before Grandview Heights. Diana was also well loved around the rink, bringing sportsmanship as well as unexpected defensive skill to a game to support a group of friends who loved playing together. She loved playing defense, which was a perfect pairing for helping me defend the goal as a goaltender. She surprised many forwards of higher skill and speed who were not expecting her awareness of playing the angles and gaining control of the puck. She was not always limited to defensive plays though, as she used her hockey knowledge to watch her entire team fail in a shootout, only to discover the goalie's patterns and score a game-winning playoff goal. In her short time at Heatwave Arena, she supported my teams and brought her friendship and kindness to a new generation of hockey fans. Diana was the general manager at our college radio station. Diana and I met at Rutgers through an unusual connection. We were both involved with that radio station. Diana was part of the executive staff, and I was dating a DJ at the station. As with all college organizations, there was a fair amount of drama, and Diana stepped up to establish stability. I eventually became program director and music director for the station, but as general manager, Diana was always the boss. Diana was a World of Warcraft guild officer for a guild named Arcturus on the server Suramar. Affectionately dubbed the original matriarch of our guild by a longtime friend, Diana filled into any role that was lacking, creating and leveling up a character in every function, such as tank, damage dealer, and healer, to ensure the balance of the guild's playing experience on any given night. She helped lead a guild of children and adults alike to weekly success and friendship. World of Warcraft was not just a game to this guild. Arcturus was the foundation of some amazing lasting friendships, including her best friend Dieter. We had many meets outside of the game, including coming together for the marriage of Lily and Steven, two life partners that actually met in the game, a bona fide Arcturus relationship. In addition to World of Warcraft, Diana was also a major video gamer. She enjoyed the whole spectrum of games, from MOBAs like League of Legends, to casual cooperative games like Overcooked, to insanely difficult games like Dark Souls. While Diana and I worked together on many games, including most recently Sackboy, Diana had her own team of gamers, and they spent countless hours playing the games when time and schedule allowed. One of Diana's nicknames was Squirrel Girl, which is likely surprising to no one who knew her. What you might not know is that Diana was a play consultant as a squirrel expert for the Columbus School for Girls. The play was Squirrel Girl Goes to College and occurred from March 5th through 7th in 2020. Diana had previously worked with the Columbus School for Girls for a few wildlife programs, including one group of students who came to the house regularly to work with and socialize her ambassadors. In 2020, she was engaged by the school to work with the performers of a play involving the Marvel character, Squirrel Girl. She coached the performers on the mannerisms and communication methods of squirrels, and the performers were able to convey those teachings on the stage. An unusual but delightful way of leveraging Diana's expertise on squirrels. Diana provided at-cost veterinary care for the nation's largest resident theater ensemble, Shadowbox Live. Diana had already gotten started as a regular volunteer for her favorite theater organization. The COVID-19 pandemic changed things for many, including Shadowbox Live, shutting down public performances and limiting the financial means of artists everywhere. Diana saw an opportunity to help by offering her veterinary expertise and philanthropic spirit. She arranged with Shadowbox leadership to offer at-cost veterinary care to the whole organization, waiving her usual trip fees and profits to ensure that meta performers had affordable care for their animal family members. Over the years, this gave Diana closer insights into the massive hearts of the members of this great organization, and many close friendships were formed. Diana never ended her veterinary program for the artists. Diana was an avid cross-stitcher, If you know the craft, you know it takes hours and hours to finish a counted cross-stitch product, especially if it's on the detail side. Diana loved it so much, she created Paw Prints Cross Stitch, a successful internet business in its first year. Paw Prints launched its own design line called Paw Printings, and soon after, Diana even expanded the business to become a brick and mortar store in Worthington for 6 years. Several of her projects were proudly displayed on the walls of the store, which gave its patrons a fun, comfortable place to browse for new products and purchase supplies for their current and future projects. Diana was an avid board gamer. Anyone who's been to the house has experienced our extensive board game collection, and those you have seen are just the most current ones. We made it a point to attend as many conventions as possible, including Gen Con Indianapolis, PAX in Seattle and Boston, Origins in Columbus, and that's just to name a few. We are also members of many board game groups, consuming many of our evenings and weekends. Among Diana's recent favorite games were Everdell, a beautiful resource management game including animals thriving throughout the seasons, Spirit Island, a complex but incredibly fun and balanced cooperative game where you are gods defending sacred lands from invaders, and Gloomhaven, an amazing Dungeons & Dragons-like role-playing game that is cooperative and does not require a separate dungeon master. If you play these games, raise a glass to Diana in your next round. Diana was a master inventor. I am convinced minds like her are the source of all those life hacks videos that you see going around on social media. When a proper solution didn't quite exist for Diana's needs, she created one. Mischievous turtle crawling out of the tank? Build a custom lid with a grating that allows for feeding. Turtle dock or perch, not the right shape or size? Create your own out of PVC. Rehabilitating a young bird with malformed feet? Invent a pigeon wheelchair. Diana's favorite holiday was Halloween. It's no secret to anyone that knows us. The decorations are the most fun, everyone gets to be a kid again, and well, who doesn't love chocolate? Diana and I were regular attendees of several Halloween events, and even went to a nearby neighborhood to go trick-or-treating during our first year of dating. Additionally, Diana's education nonprofit, For All Species Education, participated regularly in fall and Halloween-based festivities. This gave her more opportunities to celebrate the holiday. Among Diana's favorite fosters were chipmunks. In fact, after her first chipmunk releases, she loved them so much that she did the research to find chipmunks that she could keep as pets. Siberian chipmunks were available as exotic pets, and Photon, Penny, and Pixie were welcomed into the house. Diana and I attended the Groundhog Day Marathon at the Gateway Film Center. During this event, you watched the film 12 times in a row for a total of 24 hours without sleep or smartphones. Diana brought our Groundhog ambassador, Oakley, to meet the fellow participants, and he was a huge hit. Diana was involved in rescue efforts outside of wildlife. For instance, Diana visited Schiller Park several times with a team of friends and wildlife advocates to rescue and place domestic ducks that were likely placed there by pet owners who thought they were setting them free. Unable to properly survive in the wild, these ducks would have perished without their help. Diana also rescued domestic bunnies when a family's dog killed their mother. She hand-raised those bunnies and adopted them out, with Peter finding a home with our longtime friend, Christy. Diana and I both love Hamilton, and together we toured the local area to see it 4 times in 2022. We started in Grand Rapids in February, visiting with wonderful local friends and scoring second-row seats because many attendees had to give up their tickets due to pandemic requirements. Good luck for us. 10-hour round trip, absolutely worth it. In April came East Lansing, Michigan State University. A little closer, but still a good hike. In August, the Hamilton tour stopped in Toledo, Ohio, and so did we. Our last stop in 2022 was September in Cincinnati. Diana loved escape rooms. Located in any new city we visited, these unique team-based challenges were a great way to challenge the mind and work together with friends for a fun common goal. In addition to physical escape rooms, we also regularly played board game versions of escape rooms such as Unlock and Exit, and established regular video game sessions with our friends Butch and Jen, playing games on Escape Simulator over the internet to extend our appreciation of the genre to the virtual game as well. Finally, I will be missing a large part of Diana's story without talking about For All Species Education. For All Species was Diana's proudest achievement, creating a credible nonprofit organization including countless animal ambassadors, volunteers, and educators to deliver education about Ohio's wildlife. Diana's programming had no limits and brought smiles and knowledge to kids and adults alike. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Diana's innovative mind even delivered programs via Zoom. Diana's mission was to bring wildlife education to everyone, regardless of their financial means. From festivals to Girl Scout meetings, to Groundhog Day marathons, to the Ohio State University, For All Species Education achieved these goals and more. While details are not yet available, Diana's closest friends and I plan to continue the mission of For All Species Education, while adapting the organization to assist the next generation of Dianas. Stay tuned for details. Thank you so much for watching the story of parts of Diana's legacy. I appreciate you all, and together we can tell the story and keep her memory alive. Thank you.